That's it. It's only 3 or 4 buttons. I just had to figure out which one it was.
What up, YouTube? Dead Spot TV taking over San Angelo live with that man,
Joe Hyde.
Joe Hyde in the building.
And we're working on the cameras, making sure. The next thing they got to fire up the monitors, and then we'll sound check these mics, make sure they're not too loud, and then we'll go live.
Yes, sir.
You scared?
No, sir.
You sure?
No.
All right. He says he's not scared.
I'm ready for it.
He's ready for it. All right.
If he can take on MLK Park, I think we can. I think San Angelo Live is going to be a piece of cake.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so let's just grab some off this for the recorder.
And we're still putting together all the. Well, we got the sound on, so you can start hearing the sound. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I see.
And you got the monitor up here, so it's
Hey.
starting to go live.
Dead Spot TV in the building.
But we're not live yet. We're not live yet.
Okay.
But this is all part of the preparations, should say.
Right on.
So for your camera, you grew up in San Angelo?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Born and raised? What did your parents do?
My mom, she actually works at Econ. My dad retired from the city of Beach Spring.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
And did you go to Central or Lakeview?
Carver.
Carver.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Carver.
Carver.
Yes, sir.
Carver Lions.
No, Carver Convicts.
Carver.
Carver Lions, where'd they come from?
I made it up.
Oh, yeah. No. Carver Convicts, man. Our uniforms are white t-shirts, blue pants. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Yeah, shout out to all the Carver Convicts, you know what I'm saying?
So how late are you out doing this?
Man, I'm out all night. I'm out with the goons and the goblins.
All night. 4 in the morning? 5 in the morning?
Well, about 4 a.m. That's when I start uploading all my content to YouTube.
Is that right?
But I like to hit the streets about 11:30, midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And how do you find your subjects? You just walk around, hey, you go on camera, you ask them if they go on
Man,
camera?
I hit the streets. Man. I walk out my front door,
Joe, can you look up for me?
take a right, and I hit MLK, man. And whoever wants to talk, we can talk. If you got a story to tell, we can tell it. If you got a message for a long lost loved one, go ahead and tell them. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Anything you want to do.
You guys about ready?
Yes, sir.
As soon as this thing turns on, we'll be good to go.
We're almost ready.
Almost ready.
We got the mics going.
Sorry, this little thing is just kind of a pain in the ass.
I think
Alright,
my mic's in the red. Is that all right?
yeah, Joe, we're going to start with you.
All right, testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You're good. You ready to go?
How about Steve?
Yeah, his is already good. I
He's good?
already got
Yes,
some
sir.
mic checks. I got it when y'all were talking, so.
Right on.
Are you gonna start with just me?
Yeah, you'll bring it in. Ready?
Yeah.
Recording. And.
Hey, thanks guys. This is Joe Hyde. I have a special interview today. This weekend I was surfing the YouTube like many of you do, and I found this channel. It's called Dead Spot TV, and it's about what goes on in San Angelo after midnight. And we all know that a lot of things that happen after midnight, well, my mama told me that nothing good happens after midnight.
No,
But anyway, bring him in here. This is Steven Rodriguez. He is the YouTube channel creator.
What up, world?
Your world is called Dead Spot TV. You go to YouTube, you search for Dead Spot TV, and you'll get to see some of your videos. Now, Steven, you're a lifelong resident of San Angelo. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised, San Angelo, Texas. Grew up here. I spent a lot of my teenage years incarcerated by way of the juvenile justice system. Came home, did the street thing for a while, went to prison when I was 24, came home. Anybody that knows me, man, you can Google it, do your research. San Angelo, Texas, March 17, 2017. I ain't gonna tell you everything, you know, I'm gonna let y'all do some work. You know what I mean? If you wanna know, man, Fox did a story about it, man.
Don't be saying Fox did the story. We missed the story.
Yeah, y'all missed the story.
We missed the story of the Steven Rodriguez. Would you hijack a car? No, you hijacked. You stole a car.
I was intoxicated and I wrecked my car at the Shell station right there on Beauregard. And when the lady came and woke me up, she knocked on the window. She said, "Hey, are you okay?" And I said, "Nah, I'm hurt. I'm hurt." And she said, "Okay, stay here. The cops are on the way." I said, "The cops are on the way?" I said, "Hey, man, watch your feet." And I threw that boy in reverse and I burnt off and I drove all the way to Armstrong on 3 wheels. And I was stopping at every light, man, and it's like the cops.
So you're following the rules?
Yeah, I was following the rules. I was just trying to get home, man. My girl was hurt. She hit her head on the dash.
Right.
And it's,
you said your girlfriend?
At the time.
Yeah.
At the time.
Not a girlfriend anymore?
No. Hey, if you watching this, hey, it's by TV. Hey, but yeah, man, I went to prison. I got a 2-year sentence off of that. They got me with evading arrest in a motor vehicle, possession of a controlled substance less than a gram, and possession of a firearm. I had a pistol in my backpack. Protective use only, you know what I mean? Not out here trying to hurt nobody. But, you know, now I'm a felon, I can't have no guns no more, so y'all ain't got to worry about that.
So you have a job now, don't tell me where you work, but after work.
I'm the most famous server in San Angelo. We ain't gonna talk about where, but if you know me, man, you know.
You decided several weeks ago, a month ago, to go out and chronicle some of these people who come out at night, and a lot of them, I mean, it's kind of like, I hate to say it this way, but it's kind of like the underbelly of San Angelo.
Yes, sir.
People don't understand what goes on after midnight in San Angelo, Texas. And you're out there because you have the cred, you have the street cred, you can talk to these guys and get them to tell their story.
Yes, sir.
So the first one I want to talk about is you met 2 women in the park, I guess maybe last week, at least you published it last week.
Yes, sir.
And she talked about her drug addiction and how she's trying to get over it and what she's doing next and where she lives. Tell me a little bit about meeting that girl and what her name was.
Well, if you watch the YouTube, her name was mystery guest, mystery viewer. She didn't want to have her name revealed, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. She just happened to walk up while we was filming. She walked up down the street, and I was talking to the girl with the red hair at first.
Right.
And then she came and jumped in, and her story was captivating, so I told her to sit down and let's talk about it.
And then you filmed the whole thing, and then you went back and posted an excerpt from it, like the meat and potatoes.
The whole episode, I believe that was the first episode of This by TV, and then I went home and I watched it, and everybody was saying, man, that video was like an hour or 2, like it's an hour and a half long, so I went and just took her part out of it and put it on YouTube.
Right.
On YouTube, that's the drug addicted rape survivor. Y'all go check it out, man. It's a good story to hear, man. For all y'all girls out there in the streets thinking it's a game, it's not a game. It's for real, man. Man, it's raw out here in these streets, man. Y'all listen. Y'all need to pay attention.
All right, so that story kind of captivated me. I was watching that, and you know, her story, people don't understand the kind of, I guess, the odds these people are up against.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's bad odds. I mean, she's probably homeless.
Yes, sir. She
right?
live out in the streets. She says she couch hops, but for the most part, she's in the streets because she's too proud to ask for help.
Right.
Yes, sir.
The next one, you know, this is always an issue that comes up in San Angelo, is the homeless camps.
Yes,
you know, like at the Chatham Street Bridge, things like that.
Shout out to everybody out of Tent City.
So we have the Tent City situation going on. You know, when I was, you know, doing some investigative journalism on this, you know, we talked to the police, we talked to the Salvation Army, and part of the problem is the Salvation Army, back when they had a shelter, they couldn't help people if they tested positive for drugs. You got kicked out. So I mean,
what, the whole homeless shelter is empty? Or what, just women and children only? Or
something like that. I mean, if you were on drugs, they could not allow you to stay in the Salvation Army shelter. Yeah. That was part of their bylaws.
Yes, sir. And
so we don't understand, I think, as a community, or as a world, as a nation, really, the kind of draw that this drug addiction has and how it impacts our social services and things like that. But I think the first part of understanding that is understanding who these people are. And I think that your interview with the dog lady, homeless 30-something-year-old girl.
Shout out to Diana, the dog lady, y'all.
Tell me about the dog lady. She lives in the Tent City.
Yes, sir.
And just tell me some of the, how did you meet up with her?
All right, so one night I had went down to that bridge over there by Central, down underneath that car dealership, and I met a man. He told me there's some people at Tent City, and it's an undisclosed location, so I'm not gonna tell y'all where it's at. But I went down there, and I went down at night, so it's like scary. It's like a scary movie. I'm walking through the woods, and I'm whistling. I'm like, I just want everybody to know I'm there. I don't want to get shot, or I don't want a booby trap to get me.
Right.
And it was a voice. I never saw who it was. He's like, "Who is that?" And I said, "Hey, it's just me from Dead Spot TV." He said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Man, I just want to talk. Somebody told me to come down here." He said, "Well, we don't want to talk. Get out of here, buddy." I said, "All right, hey man, I'm out, I'm gone." So when I was leaving, I'm driving down the street and I seen a lady walking down the street with like 5 dogs. And I said, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am, you got a minute, man? I'm from Dead Spot TV, man. I've been seeing you around, and I want to talk."
Had you really been seeing her around?
I swear to God, she's in one of my episodes. I want to say the second episode. I'm walking through the park, and I'm going to the store. And as I'm walking up, I see her, and I'm like, "Why you got all these dogs?" But we never talked.
Right.
And so that day, I had to stop and I had to get her, man. And I did her interview right there, on a number street, right there underneath the street lights. That video y'all watched, the
Right.
dog.
She's sitting on the curb.
Sitting on the curb.
And
I'm
you're
sitting
just
right in the street.
And you're asking these pretty pointed questions. You know, how'd you get here? What are your dogs' names and stuff like that? She kind of explains her entire life.
Yeah.
And to someone who's middle class America,
Yes, sir.
upper middle class America, they probably don't understand the desperation it appears to be, but she's still surviving.
They surviving. They living out here. They struggling, surviving. You know what I mean? I guess the way she explained it, it's like a community. It's like an apartment complex. Everybody there. If y'all didn't see it, go check out Dead Spot TV.
Always
Cribs
the
edition.
promoter. Yeah.
10 CD Cribs. Tent City Cribs edition.
Tent City Cribs edition of
Man,
Dead Spot TV.
she took me through Tent City, man. She showed me her house. People didn't believe me.
All right, what was her house like?
Hey, man, believe it or not, man, Diana the dog lady has a 2-bedroom house in Tent City. Hey, if you want to see it, man, go check it out on YouTube, man. It's a nice house, man, for it to be out in the woods, man.
But it's not a house.
It's made out of pallets.
Yeah, made out of pallets.
Made out of pallets. She has a room like a living room, a bedroom, a little area for her dogs to sleep at, a closet, believe it or not.
All right, I'm going to ask one last question. You've been in this world. You've examined it, studied it.
Yes, sir.
Probably all your life.
Yes, sir.
How do these people make money? How do they get money to eat and things like that?
Allegedly, you know, man, they do what they got to do, man. Panhandling. On the other side of it, on a darker note, man, y'all want to talk about that underbelly, man. It's a lot of prostitution going down. Hey, man, I ain't here to tell on nobody. That's not what Dead Spot TV does, man. We is not the police. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all see it. Y'all go outside. Y'all go out to eat. Y'all walk by. Y'all drive by. Y'all see these people out there on the ground. And y'all just drive right past them. Y'all don't even give them no money. If y'all do, man, y'all might give them a couple dollars at the corner. Hey, man, shout out to Big Red out there. Hey, man, but yeah, man, y'all pass by, y'all see these folks, and y'all don't help them.
Now, wait, who is Big Red?
Big Red, man, the most notorious right there on the corner of Bryant, MLK. Y'all know who
So she's a streetwalker.
Streetwalker,
Right.
lady of the night, whatever you want to call it, man. Much love and respect to Big Red.
Are you going to interview Big Red?
Hey, we got if I come across her, I seen her this morning on my way over here. But
Right.
man, she's out there bundled up. She's bundled up, man. Y'all go drop Big Red some dollars. if y'all real about helping and y'all really want to help the community, man, y'all go drop Big Red some dollars. And whenever I drop that interview, y'all see.
One last question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you think there's ever going to be a time when there's not people living in the streets?
Nah, man. No matter what, it's always gonna be people on the streets. It's gonna be people doing drugs. No matter what, you can't stop. It's been a war on drugs for however long it's been going on. They can't stop the drugs, man. But you know what I'm saying? One by one, we can help. You know what I mean? Hey.
I mean, just shining the spotlight or the flashlight,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Yeah,
on some of that, I think helps people understand what's going on. But anyway, Dead Spot TV, go to YouTube, search for it, Dead Spot TV, it's 2 words, Dead Spot. and you can watch some of his videos. Stephen, it's been a pleasure talking to you on San Angelo Live.
Always.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
And when you break some stories, I want you to come here first.
Right on.
All right. I'm Joe Hyde, and back to you guys.
It's by TV.
That was good. Good rapping, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Already. Hey,
This
you
will
y'all
be-
seen it yourself, man. Dead Spot TV took over San Angelo Live, man, and we out.